of day 2. We're down in Group 7, having a look at WD, as we noticed. Well done, Commander, or just well done, I guess, technically.
Yes.
Versus MUMEI. Spawning here on the north side of Shatter, WD bringing Ohio, Kremlin, Goliath, Napoli, Moskva, Stalingrad, Dering, Shimakaze, and Khabarovsk. Not a single duplicate in their entire lineup.
That's right. Now, Well Done is known for one thing, and that one thing is smashing the F11 button at the start of the battle, and you can hear that going on right now as everybody is spamming Well Done. I mean,
Talk to me about the MUMEI lineup, Zach.
Yeah, so MUMEI, interesting. Oh, there we go. Montana's moving now. We have a Montana and a Schlieffen. We saw Schlieffen yesterday on this map do a lot of fun things. And then for cruisers, we've got Worcester and your favorite Minotaur. Now, is this a Minotaur? It is. It's a Minotaur.
It is a Minotaur. Yep, I got my mods updated, so Minotaur it is. I can tell myself.
Congratulations! And plus that, we've got we've got Venezia, Napoli, Shimakaze, Delny, and the Deuce in the house once again.
Our first Delny of the event, Zaf. This is, of course, the new Tier 10 replacement for Khabarovsk. Khabarovsk was never a very popular ship in this format. I'll be curious to see how MUMEI deploys the Delny, which is a little different than Khabarovsk. Not radically, but just enough that she has her own identity.
Well, remember that the Khabarovsk was nerfed several times to the point
repeatedly over the years.
Yeah, to the point where, you know, you almost feel like it took all of the nerfs so that the other ships of that specific nation could be a little bit stronger. I don't know. I'm kidding. But anyways, it does feel like it got the nerf bat quite hard. And now the replacement Delny instead, you know, I like that ship. I've enjoyed playing the Russian gunboat line, and you know, the Khabarovsk I was able to work through once you got the legendary module, but the Delny definitely feels comfortable.
Now we're looking at early deployments here, and both teams, well, I should say WD particularly going very heavy to the A side of the map, sending only the Haba, the Shimakaze, and nominally Ihitu's Goliath to the C, the eastern flank of the map. Opposing them from the south on that flank, of course, you're looking at Schlieffen, Venezia, Shimakaze, and Cherise Minotaur.
Right.
There's going to be a lot more WD firepower over here on the A flank. In fact, you can already see, who is this? Captain Kelvin's Montana already down quite a bit of health, already down a third of his HP.
Yeah, he took a pretty decent, it looked like a HE salvo from, I think, Luce's Kremlin. But you're right, and if you look at the Kremlin's position, it's a very smart position for a Kremlin to be in. It's almost the same spot where we saw the Moskva yesterday in this particular map. So it allows for control, allows for the ability to push into the middle if necessary. Look at Cherie and B-Cap right now.
Yeah, Cherie and the B-Cap getting picked up by the Stalingrad Raider. That's Poifict in the back there, trading shots with 48 Dragons Napoli.
Look at Luce. He's like, I'm just going to hit W 4 times right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Kremlin, you're not afraid to go into the face of a Minotaur. He should be terrified of you.
Not at all, especially considering the fact that Cherie is stuck bow in right now. He really doesn't have a lot to maneuver. And I think he actually just backed. Yep, he's stuck on the island.
He just kind of grounded himself there. He's trying. I don't know if he knows the Kremlin is there yet. Let's have a look over his shoulder. No, I don't think they know the Kremlin is there.
No, all he can see is the Napoli.
However, at the moment, the Kremlin doesn't have any really good shots unless he comes well into the cap. He's not quite there yet. Where is Luce's position? No, it's gonna be a question of if Cherie. Nope, Cherie is not gonna go out there.
No,
not a chance.
He started slowing down a little bit, and we haven't seen the radar just yet. Let's pull everybody back up. I'm surprised that Cherie has not radared yet. Because there it is.
Absolutely hammered.
There it is.
Waiting for the heal. There's the radar.
Yep.
So now they definitely know where the Khabarovsk is and the Kremlin in front of him. Omaru taking a shot cross map over here at Dragon Boy's Napoli from his Schlieffen. Solid hit. Big hit. Probably at least a couple of citadels in there.
Yeah.
Napoli's going to have to get out of there or smoke or something.
But now that Luce
got a lot of firepower.
Now that Luce is detected, you can see that we've got some ships trying to you know, jockey for position to shoot him. Captain Kelvin's Montana now coming in. Salvo coming in right now on Luce broadside.
Good hit.
And good hit.
10K or so.
We often talk about battleships.
Here come the stern turrets.
We often talk about battleships being used as a way to prevent movement, and you can see that right here.
Not nearly much out of the stern turrets there. Both teams having picked up a cap, but the A cap remaining contested.
And Ohio Salvo.
WD not gaining points.
Right. Ohio Salvo from K-Bomb tells Captain Kelvin, hey, leave my friend alone.
I'm still here. That's right. I'm still here. Now, we talked about this yesterday on Shatter. I want to point this out a little bit. We had an early game on Shatter yesterday where both battleships from the south spawn went to the western flank here over at A. And we're seeing a similar thing here out of WD's deployment. But these guys are actually spaced out enough they can continue to get good angles on certain ships. Whereas yesterday, what we saw was the two battleships basically like in the same square, unable to do that.
That's right.
Ooh, good hit on Zapata's Napoli there, coming in from Rub My Sit. Is that what his name is? Goodness gracious.
I mean, you know, family-friendly stream and all that.
I feel like we keep getting trolled by some of these guys with their names, Zath.
Just a tad.
Just a touch. Daz's Haberoff's getting hammered, pushed off the cap here, as now MUMEI has picked up both of the caps at A and B. No, I apologize. A contested now. That's Dad's daring, although he's coming under Worcester radar. He's going to get driven off.
Yeah, Project Belgium might take a torpedo here. Nope.
Nope, they just run out of range.
Yeah. Okay.
However, Luce does pick up the B cap, Zath.
Yeah.
Capping. Not words I would have thought I would say today.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to say his name anymore because Captain Kelvin just whacked him. There goes the Moskva. Beautiful shot.
They were definitely focusing him out. It looks like he might have tried to turn, and that did not work out for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
MUMEI now on a one-ship lead. And you know, Zath, WD was a seeded team. They're the seeded team in this group. And so there's at least an expectation that they will do well based on the votes of the players.
Well, perhaps they spent too much time practicing the F11 key.
I'm not sure. We're absolutely getting a good match so far, though. Very contested. WD down a ship, but still working on this A cap. Looks like they are going to get it. We know that Project Belgium's radar is down over here at A. We'll get the Shimakaze over on the 10 line, Zath.
Oh, very low. Yeah, past her.
Very low. Shells going in. Still burning back there. Kuhai is fishing for him. Not coming up, but I think the fire's going to finally get him.
It's looking like it.
2 more ticks. There he goes.
Yep, down he goes.
That's a big kill for MUMEI. 2-ship lead now for them, even though they are down a cap. 7.5 minutes gone.
That's right, yeah. I just realized, too, of course, with that Haverosk there, I was just thinking about that. This is kind of like Haverosk versus Delny.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be fun if they were in an exact gunfight, but that's not going to happen in this map. Look at Cherie now with the Minotaur saying, just go away. Just leave.
Well, he's got to be a little careful because Luce is coming looking for him, it appears. Does he know Luce is there?
No.
He does not, but he is reversing. He's being very careful to keep that island cover. He knows that there's at least a battleship in that direction, so why risk it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is, as Raptor said, a very competitive map right now.
Yeah, some solid Minotaur play here out of MUMEI, making a difference. Not able to pick up the B cap early, but they were able to keep the ship on the board.
Luce has now been detected.
Yes, he has. Minnow's got his radar up. Cherie's got his hydro up, so wasn't going to ever be able to sneak up on him completely.
And once again, Cherie's like, I'm just going to hit reverse now.
Yeah, Cherie's like, let's just keep this solid rock in between me and those big old guns, shall we? Goliath doing good work there on the Venezia hull. That's Usada. Expecting him to pop a heal. Looks like he's got plenty of potential health there for a heal.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the A-cap right now as we got some hot Napoli on Napoli action. With Grey Ghosto trying to smoke him up for a little bit with the V-Deuce's crawling smoke. Looks like he's fixing to go into A. I mean, what's going to stop him?
Appears so. What's going to stop it? The Stalingrad radar might be able to pick him out unless it's on cooldown. Let's have a check. It is ready. So as soon as Gray goes in there, I would expect that radar to pop from Poifict.
Hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure they're talking about it.
Yet. He's turning kind of, there it is. There's the radar.
Remember, there's a 6-second delay for everybody else.
Yep. So the Stalingrad will get this initial salvo. Everybody else, that's Dragon.
Look at Dragon.
Though, look at the lined up torps. Look at
this.
Oh!
Well done.
A thing of beauty.
Well done to Grey Ghosto.
A thing of beauty by Grey Ghosto with the single fire torps there, almost baiting the Napoli out perfectly.
Yep.
Well done.
Yep. Digort, though, is coming up in a little bit of trouble here in the Delny. He's going to have to back off a bit.
Backing off, but not choosing not to hold his fire. He's healing, but he's just kind of chilling, changing his speed for sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's gonna have to go dark now. The daring shells are starting to find him.
Yep, and of course the Ohio secondaries.
Although this could be very bad if they land. They don't.
But he beaches.
He beaches himself. He beaches himself, but he is dark for the moment.
No, he's not.
He's not?
Nope.
He doesn't show up his...
Ooh.
Oh, I've got to click that stupid thing.
Goliath just goes down on the other side to the Shimakaze.
Yeah.
Kohai.
Warship lead now for WD. They're finally on all the caps. They've driven the Schlieffen and the Montana right in the middle of the board. I don't think WD's coming back from this, Seth.
No, they are not. Digort's still being shot at. He's still spotted. But he doesn't have to worry about the Ohio, at least, so he can sail off. 45 seconds until he can heal. Grey Ghosto's going to get A, unabated. And, well, Luce was on a never-ending quest to kill Cherie, and it just hasn't worked out for him, unfortunately.
So I managed to get the right mod installed for the detection, but there's that little trick you have to do where you have to turn it on for
a co-op battle or something like that. Yep.
And because it apparently somewhere uninstalled itself, I'm going to have to do that again. Now, these Delny Torps going in on K-Bomb look pretty good. Way over here on the 2 line. He's going to take at least one of these. I don't think he can dodge at least. Well, he's going to take at least one. Yeah,
he was very happy to send those out at the ranges. He was backing off. Here comes Ohio Salvo though on Zapata. Zapata's Napoli's like, hey, I can bounce that.
18-inch guns. Who cares?
Now he is coming under fire though as Poifik goes down in the Stalingrad. Zapata's under fire by Dad's Daring.
Kind of all over but the crying here. Less than 30. Well, we're down to right about 30 seconds on the timer. WD still looking for their first kill of the game. If they can get it, it'll buy them a time extension, but I don't think it'll buy them a win.
No. But you know how it is. Sometimes it just takes that one mistake, and then the dominoes begin to fall.
The Ohio goes fishing for Zapata, and the smoke comes up empty, and Zapata returns fire now
yeah,
as the smoke expires.
I think he would have been better suited to hold a little bit longer, but... oh, well.
Yep, they bagged the Habarovsk way over on the other flank, and it's a flawless victory for MUMEI as they claim game 1 here on Shatter. Flawless victory.
That's right. So next up, we go to Tears of the Desert.
Indeed. Let me pull up my little thing here. Let's do it. All right, Zath, talk to me about the MUMEI lineup here at the northern spawn of Tears of the Desert.
Yeah, now MUMEI is looking to make this a clean sweep. If they win this, we will have to go searching for a game 3. And they are bringing a double Conqueror. That's the first time we've seen double Conqueror. They've got...
It is.
Moskva, double Napoli, Henri, Vamp Deuce, Shimakaze, and another Vamp Deuce, actually, yeah.
That's right. Double Vamp Deuce. We've seen a lot of that this event. We'll talk more about that in a minute because I think it's interesting. Opposing them from the south here on their map pick, their spawn pick, I think. Actually, no. MUMEI got the spawn pick here, but this is their map pick. This is WD bringing double Montana, Des Moines, double Napoli, Moskva, Gearing, Daring, and Shimakaze.
Yeah, now
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you look at the strats, it's both of them are a little bit different. Looks like Well Done is looking more for, I would say, probably positioning, especially with the Montana pick. They're looking to punish broadsides and look for opportunity shots. Now, if you look at MUMEI's lineup, it feels more like they're looking to farm down stationary targets, especially with the Henri and the dual Conquerors. Is that what you're kind of reading too?
Yeah, the dual Conqueror, dual Vampire, double Napoli, it kind of gives you that vibe that like, going for some of the HE spam here. We'll have to see. One of the things that I want to point out about, we were talking earlier about Vampire Deuce, right? This is a ship that's been around. Like, it was available last King of the Sea. But you didn't see, oh, well, this isn't King of the Sea. Whatever. The last time we ran a big event like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see a lot of it. It just hadn't, I guess, maybe filtered into the various consciousness, or maybe it was taking people time to save up enough, research points or whatever it was for the ship. I don't know which, but we're starting to see it become a little more regular, a little more common, and I actually really, really like that.
Absolutely.
I think it's a very strong ship in this format. Now, WD deploying very heavily to A. They're leaving Dad's Daring on the edge of the B cap here, while Grey Ghosto's Vampire Deuce going to dive this island in the B cap, which sometimes we have seen teams in the past take a Minotaur into this position. But in an era with no carriers in the event, you don't generally see that as much anymore.
Right, right. And I mean, we saw this yesterday on, God, what's the map? Is it Northern Waters? You're sending the Vamp Deuce into that safe island in B as well. So no surprise there.
Absolutely.
No surprise
Paster's
there.
gearing speed boosted all the way to A to get there as quick as he could, and he's going to have a good advantage here because MUMEI has no radar on this flank. Conqueror, Napoli, Shimakaze. In fact...
Oh, did you see that shell coming in on
No.
Rub My Sid BB? Oh my goodness, full broadside, and there was a salvo coming in. Hard to tell if that was a Conqueror shot or not.
Anyways, so what I was saying was that there's no radar on this flank. In fact, the only radar that each team has, well, actually, I lied. WD's brought 2, but
yes,
but MUMEI only with 1 radar down, the Moskva down in between B and C down here.
Right, right. You know, MUMEI focusing more on using their destroyers in the traditional spotting role.
Oh, no, Zath. Have a look at Dragon Boy's Napoli. He doesn't have Hydro. You can't equip Hydro on those ships. These big Shimakaze torpedoes coming in looking for him.
He is turning out right now.
He's trying to turn, but I don't think he's going to be able to dodge them all.
Oh, of course he will.
Oh, they ran out.
That's right.
Look at that.
All skill, no luck, ladies and gentlemen.
12-kilometer torps out of Kohai, then. How interesting.
That's right. That's right. Dad's Daring, either detected for... I think he was detected for a sec.
He should be on... No, he's not. He's just out of range of Gusto's Hydro by about 1 kilometer or so.
Yeah, I was trying to see if Belgium popped the radar. Did not. So possibly it was just a lucky shot, lucky guess. Grey Gusto now...
Actually...
Yeah.
Yep, go.
Farming loose right there for a little bit.
Yep. Easy shots over the island. That tells Dad where to look for his opponent in the cap. Not surprising to find him there, but still noteworthy.
Yep.
WD doing a good job picking up A, making a strong bid for C, although Digort's Vampire now spotted at the bottom end of the cap, counter-spotting Dazik's Shimakaze. Lots of shells coming in for the Shima.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look. We've got 4 ships that all have angles on Dazik Shima right now.
5, really, because Project Belgium's Moskva is also shooting.
Oh, yep. I see it coming from the side now. You got it.
In fact, they're going to absolutely push Daz out of the cap.
Yep. I was going to say, Daz managed to do a really nice job of dodging pretty much all that heat.
But you can look at the map. WD set up to kite on this flank, right? Napoli, Montana, and Shimakaze. Only 3 ships down here. They're very obviously meant to surrender this cap and use it to harass and deal with these opposing ships as they push up. They've done a pretty good job trading health down here as well early on.
Yeah, we haven't really seen too much of a health advantage going one place or another. Maripoko is pretty lowish. Dazik's pretty lowish on the other team, so, you know. Not too much to talk about yet. I think both teams are still trying to jockey for position. Although it looks like Rub My Sit now is possibly going to be a farm target if they can get enough shells over that island.
I wonder if he's in range. If they push him back far enough, if Kelvin's Conqueror would have a shot. It's a 26-kilometer shot. Looks like Kelvin's moving back into where he's going to try for it. Moskva's moved out. Loose's shells going in on him now. They've got Dad under radar in the B, trying to push him out of the cap.
Yeah, Project Belgium is...
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing out of that Montana salvo. Nothing noteworthy, anyhow.
Right.
I was about to point out that, you know, we're kind of in that static portion where both teams are, you know, work a single cap. WD on a lead here of about 90 points. But if they're going to push Dad out of B, that might give MUMEI the chance to pick it up and start closing that gap. So far, though, Dad's going to get back in there.
Right. Absolutely. What ends up happening, for those of you guys who haven't seen a lot of competitive, is typically you end up with a whole bunch of destroyer luck chucks, and you have to wait until one of those torpedo salvos manages to land a really devastating hit. Marupoka narrowly dodging the gearing torpedoes from Pastor. Remember, gearing torpedoes aren't detected that far out, so not a lot of reaction time on those.
Now, something I want to point out here, Zath, as Poifik's radar goes up to pick up Gregosto in the cap, Poifik he could, if he chose, he could get very aggressive and push up into this B cap, right? He could get up here and help drive this vampire out.
Sure.
The radar is at least helping that. They are gonna, I think, maybe at least push him off the cap as his own smoke is obscuring his ability to spot the daring astern of him as he leaves the cap.
Yep, it does kind of work against him in this case. So nice job by Poifik and team. Well done for waiting until Gregosto. I wasn't sure if he popped the smoke before the radar, but regardless, good opportunity to get there for some free shots.
Kohai steps onto A for MUMEI to contest, draws out the radar from Rub My Sit. That's going to push him off the cap.
Yep, and we're starting to see the toilet bowl commence here as MEI is now starting to push through the C cap. K-Bomb is now under another, I believe that's a sticky fire. I saw him, yep, his DCP is down for 30 seconds.
MUMEI picking up B, but it's immediately contested by Gregosto as he gets back into the cap.
Yeah, Pecora might take a torpedo. He might take two. Oh, one just falls astern and on the bow.
One on the bow there. So they do get some torpedoes into the Conqueror up on the top end of the map, but at the same time, he pops his fancy 3D printer button. He'll have a huge chunk of that health back. Very quickly.
Yeah, he's going to get back up to, 78,000 or something.
It feels like, we commented on the MUMEI lineup, their choice of Conquerors. It feels like they're bringing them and they're kind of using them as like oversized cruisers, perhaps.
Which is pretty smart. They've got
very survivable ones anyway.
Yeah, they've got very good concealment. Their AP, of course, you have to respect, but their HE is fantastic for hitting stuff too.
Ooh, Rub My Sit in a bit of trouble, getting citadeled by Project Belgium at like 20 kilometers. Belgium taking some citadels in return.
Yep.
Lots of long-range fire through the middle of the map as now both WD caps are contested.
Oh, Dragon Boy
A and B.
I think Dragon Boy took a torpedo. It looked like he might have taken a torpedo. He's quite low now, being forced to back off. He's hitting his heel button.
Based on what I'm seeing from the torpedo salvos that are past him, it looks like he might have taken as many as 2.
Yeah. Right on that edge of the map there. Great torpedoes by Kohai, if so.
Again, they push Kohai off the cap. B remains contested. WD on about a 90, 80-ish point lead here as we approach the halfway mark of the game.
Yep, K-Bomb has torpedoes coming in on him now. These are Vamp Deuce torpedoes. He takes 2 of them. That forces the DCP and the heel.
That's a pretty salvo for a ship with only 5 torpedo tubes.
And you can see Cherie and the Henri now is just opening fire. Project Belgium and the Moskva opening fire. They want this guy on a sticky fire. They want to burn down K-Bomb. Right now, they see the opportunity.
Well, I tell you who else is going to be looking for him is Captain Kelvin if he's got the range.
Oh, yeah.
But his salvo, you know what they're doing, Zath? Okay, no, I thought they were trying to tag team Rub My Sit, but Usada's been in a long-range duel with this Moskva with his HE for a very long time, and it's starting to take a toll on Rub My Sit, who's down under 20K. This Conqueror is absolutely going to be able to outlast him.
Yep, and that's what they're doing by rotating Kelvin. They're trying to put him in a position so they can both work down the Moskva and anybody else that pushes through. Oh, Dazik takes a big hit.
Oh,
904
might go to no cap. I mean, MUMEI
there
here
it is.
Does.
There it is.
First blood going to MUMEI as they bag the Shimakaze.
That's a big kill.
That's a huge kill that flips the lead, and now MUMEI is the only one taking up points as they build a 30-point lead going forward.
Now let's go back to K-Bomb. He was set on a sticky fire as we move to take a look at the Moskva duel. And
very big hits, fires. He's going out right here, Zap.
He's got 5 seconds. Nope.
No. now.
Oh,
He's
it's just
going
2
out.
seconds too late. It even showed that it was continuing to tick after he blew up. Rub My Sit is now going down too, I think.
That's kind of been coming for a while. It was inevitable. He's on triple fires now with torpedoes coming in. It's about to be a 3-ship lead here for MUMEI. Conqueror shells. One lands to no. Looks like they finally saturated its superstructure, but it's not going to matter. 200 HP. There he goes.
There it is. Loose coming in now. He's going to be the farm target. And he actually might take a torpedo or two here as he turns out.
Indeed, he's turning right into these Napoli torpedoes.
Ouch.
Assuming they have the range, and they should. He's going to take one of these. He's going to take 2 of them. One in the stern, one on the belt.
Yep. Feels bad. There's the DCP. Heal is about to expire.
Oh, he was already healing.
He was already healing. So what you see is what you get for the next minute and change.
Ooh, Poifik takes a big hit through the bow there from the Napoli, from Zapata. I'm a little surprised he got that many pens at that angle, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
MUMEI now smelling blood in the water with a 3-ship lead, really focusing Poifik out. Oh my goodness. The Conqueror, I think that was Conqueror AP Zath from that angle.
Yep. I'm just tabbed out, trying to make sure we can get a game 3 of Pasa Brew.
Yep. Looks like this is going to be a MUMEI sweep here.
Not only that, but another Poifix game.
Could be. It's not a done deal yet.
Dad is
torpedoes still hunting so many of these ships up north.
Look at Dad. Look at Dad. Under sustained fire from multiple sides.
Secondaries and everything's going out. It's a 5-ship lead now.
Sap secondaries. Napoli up to the north is being farmed now. Dragon Boy's going to take a torpedo. That'll do it for him. And what's left?
Not much. Everything coming up MUMEI in this match, Zath. They've literally not lost a ship in either game.
That's right.
Although I will say the possibility exists here now as these last-ditch Napoli torpedoes go in on Kohai. He's going to take one on the bow. That torpedo, had it continued, might have hit Omaru in the stern and would have provided a kill, but it looks like that's not going to happen here.
Yep. Oh, Cherie goes down too in the Napoli, chasing down the Henri all the way on the border.
The enemy is about to win.
So the perfect game is denied. WD bagging their first kill of the match here, but it's going to come a little bit as a Pyrrhic victory.
Oh, absolutely. Lewis has now got
a bunch of gearing torpedoes looking for Omaru. He takes one on the bow, or excuse me, the stern.
Yeah, Luce now being the focus target, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Grey Ghosto just doing work with that Vamp Deuce. Luce is forced to use DCP again. It has expired.
So let's go back and look at this from kind of a strategic level, Zap, right?
Go ahead, yeah.
WD's early deployment felt really strong. They achieved their objective. They captured A. They were kiting well at C. Where do you think it kind of turned on them? What is it that MUMEI did here that kind of denied this victory?
Well, I think a lot of it came down to, in a sense, luck. That Shimakaze going down kind of heralded the entire end of the battle, right? The whole rest of the game. Because as a result, sorry, I just heard a real loud noise. As a result, right? You know, that side wasn't able to kite away properly, which is what they really needed to be able to do. And so, because they couldn't kite away properly, with torpedoing anybody that pushes into them, well. That side pretty much was a complete collapse. I think, at least I feel like, MUMEI's decision to pick ships that are more farming capable ships against a static play also played out in this helped to contribute, I should say, to MUMEI's victory. Because that's exactly what they did, right? They farmed down the Moskva. It took a long time, granted, but they were able to farm down the Moskva. They farmed down the first Montana. They were working on the second Montana. But the point is, they didn't make any of those guys feel really comfortable just dropping anchor and playing the game that obviously they wanted to play.
Can't disagree with that. Can't disagree with that. All right, so let's